Hello, everyone. Welcome to English Speaking Podcast.
Let's learn, practice, and speak English together.
Okay, quick question before we even say hello properly. Have you ever stood right next to a stranger, wanted to say something, and your brain just refused to give you a sentence?
Every single day. Elevator, gym, waiting room, it doesn't matter. My brain goes completely blank.
That blank moment is exactly what we're fixing today. Hey everyone, welcome back. I am Alex. Great to have you here.
And I am Olivia. Today's topic is one of the most requested ones we've gotten: how to start a conversation with strangers in English without sounding awkward or rehearsed.
This is such a real problem. People study grammar for years. They know hundreds of words, but the moment a stranger is standing right there, nothing comes out.
Because it's not a vocabulary problem at all. It's a starting problem.
Right, and here's what usually happens. You're at a wedding or a conference or even just your building's lobby. Someone is standing near you. You think, maybe I should say something.
And then the thoughts start attacking. What if I sound weird? What if they think I'm strange for talking to them? What's even a good first line?
And by the time you've finished worrying, the moment is gone. The elevator door opens, the person walks away.
So the real issue isn't your English level. It's that you're waiting for the perfect sentence instead of just using a simple, low-pressure one.
Shorts moment, the golden rule. Here's the golden rule for today, and honestly, this alone will change how you approach strangers. A good opener should never feel like an interview question.
Exactly. If you walk up to someone and ask something too personal or too heavy right away, they'll feel cornered, not comfortable.
So the goal is small talk that feels light, not a speech, just a little verbal ball you toss gently so they can toss it back.
Method 1. Notice the shared moment.
Let's get into the actual methods. Method 1, and this is probably the easiest one to use anywhere, comment on something you're both experiencing right now.
So if you're stuck in traffic, in a line, at an event, look for whatever you and the stranger already have in common in that exact moment.
Give me an example. Sure, if you're both waiting for a delayed flight, you could say, "This delay is getting kind of long, isn't it?" Or if you're both at a busy cafe, you could say, "This place is packed today. Do you come here often?"
And notice how easy that is for the other person to answer. There's zero pressure. They just agree, and boom, the ice is already cracking.
That's the whole trick. Low pressure means low cognitive effort, which means people respond instantly instead of freezing up.
Method 2. Opinion plus open question.
Method 2 is what we like to call opinion plus open question. A lot of learners just ask a plain question, get a one-word answer, and then it dies right there.
Like asking, "Do you like this music?" And someone just says, "Yeah." Now what?
Exactly. So instead, share a small opinion first, then invite theirs. It gives them something to actually respond to.
So instead of, "Is this workshop good?" you'd say, "I found the second speaker really practical. What did you think of her section?"
You've given your own thought and opened a door for them at the same time. That's a much stronger start.
Mock scenario. Diego.
Picture Diego from Mexico City at a marketing conference in Toronto. He's holding a coffee, standing near the registration desk, watching everyone else already chatting.
He tells himself, "I'll just wait for someone to talk to me first."
20 minutes pass. Nobody does. Finally, he turns to the man next to him and says, "This line for badges is longer than the keynote probably will be."
The man laughs, agrees, and within 2 minutes, they're talking about which sessions they're planning to attend.
One light joke about a shared situation. That's genuinely all it took.
Mock scenario. Priya.
Now, picture Priya from Mumbai, who just moved into a new apartment building in Chicago. Every morning, she sees the same neighbor walking his very energetic dog.
She wants to practice her English, but she's shy about starting with a total stranger.
One morning, she finally says, "Your dog has so much energy this morning. What's his name?"
The neighbor lights up immediately because people love talking about their pets. They end up chatting for 5 minutes, and now they say hello every single day.
A genuine compliment about something the other person clearly cares about. Instant warmth.
Mock scenario. Kenji.
One more. Kenji from Osaka just started a new job where the whole office speaks English. At lunch, everyone sits together, laughing, and Kenji sits alone, worried his English isn't fast enough to join in.
Sounds painfully familiar for a lot of our viewers, honestly.
Right, so one day he just walks over and says, "Mind if I sit here? This place gets loud at lunchtime. What's actually good on the menu?"
And the team welcomes him in immediately because he gave them something easy and friendly to respond to.
The lesson from all three stories is the same. You don't need advanced English. You need one simple sentence and the courage to say it first.
Practice drill. Repetition.
Let's do a quick repetition drill because saying an opener smoothly out loud matters as much as knowing it.
Take the pattern, how's your such and such going? Try it with different endings. How's your week going? How's your project going? How's your trip going so far? How's the food here treating you?
One flexible frame and suddenly you can open a conversation in 4 completely different places.
Practice it out loud right now, listener. Pause the video and say all 4 out loud once.
Vocabulary, word families. First word family, approach, approachable, approachability.
I try to approach new people with a relaxed, easy tone. She has such an approachable personality. His approachability made the whole group feel comfortable.
Second family, mingle, mingling, mingler.
It's important to mingle at networking events. The mingling at the party felt surprisingly natural. He's a confident mingler wherever he goes.
Third family, engage, engaging, engagement.
I always try to engage strangers with a light comment first. She has such an engaging way of speaking. Their engagement in the conversation grew quickly.
Visualization technique. Here's something that genuinely works before you walk into any social situation. Spend 60 seconds visualizing it going well.
Picture yourself walking in relaxed, making eye contact, smiling, and saying your opener smoothly. See the other person smiling back.
For example, imagine yourself at the coffee station at work, turning to a coworker and saying, "Rough morning already, or is it just me?"
When your brain has already rehearsed the win, the real moment feels far less scary.
Body language and tone. Now, your words are only part of this. Body language carries a huge amount of the message, too.
If you say a friendly line while staring at your shoes with your arms crossed, it just doesn't land the same way.
Stand tall, relax your shoulders, make gentle eye contact, and let your voice sound warm, not rushed.
Try saying, "Busy morning out here, huh?" with an actual smile on your face right now while you say it.
Warm body language tells people it's safe to talk to you before you even finish the sentence.
Keep it simple. Common mistake time. A lot of learners try to translate a long, formal sentence from their own language, and it comes out clunky.
Like, "Excuse my sudden intrusion, but might I inquire about the schedule of today's presentations?"
Way too heavy. Just say, "Excuse me, do you know what time the next talk starts?"
Simple, direct, and it actually sounds like a real person talking.
Weekly review routine.
Let's talk routine, because openers only feel natural if you actually practice them regularly.
Every Sunday, pick 5 go-to openers and say each one out loud 3 times, in front of a mirror if you can.
Then set yourself a small challenge. Use at least 2 of them in real life during the week.
Within a month, this stops being a scary skill and becomes an automatic habit.
Conversation starter notebook. Here's a notebook structure you can copy today. 4 columns: situation, opener, follow-up question, practice goal.
Situation, a work networking event. Opener, first time at one of these. Follow-up, what brought you here tonight? Practice goal, say it 3 times with a relaxed smile.
Situation, a casual party. Opener, that looks like a good drink. What is it? Follow-up, having a good night so far? Practice goal, deliver it with open, relaxed body language.
Building this notebook trains your brain to reach for the right line automatically instead of freezing up.
4 categories of openers. Let's sort every opener we've mentioned into 4 simple categories so your brain can grab one instantly depending on the situation.
Category 1, shared environment. The line, the weather, the noise, the crowd. Category 2, sincere compliments. Their dog, their outfit, their work.
Category 3, direct and friendly introductions. Simply your name, your role, where you're from. Category 4, asking for small information. Directions, recommendations, timing.
4 categories ready in your pocket for pretty much any room you walk into.
Keeping the conversation alive. Starting is step 1. Step 2 is keeping it going for at least a couple of turns, and the easiest tool for that is active listening.
Listen for a specific detail in their answer and reflect it back. If they say, "I actually just moved here from Denver last month,"
You'd say, "Oh, Denver, how are you finding the city compared to Denver so far?" You picked up their exact word and handed the conversation right back to them. It feels natural, not scripted.
handling rejection and silence. Let's talk about the fear underneath all of this, because it's real. What if they ignore me? What if there's an awkward silence?
Most people are actually glad someone friendly spoke first. If someone seems busy or gives a short answer, it's rarely personal.
Just smile, say, "Have a good one," and move on calmly. No damage done.
And if silence does happen, don't panic. Just toss out one more light observation about the situation. Every attempt, even a short one, is progress for your spoken English.
Natural collocations.
Quick collocation check, because these make your English sound native instead of translated.
We say break the ice, not destroy the ice. We say make small talk, find common ground, and strike up a conversation.
Try them. I love how quickly you can break the ice with a simple comment. Finding common ground makes strangers feel familiar fast.
Strike up a conversation is a great one, too. He struck up a conversation with the barista while waiting for his order.
Transition phrases. Once the ice is broken, you'll want to move into a real introduction smoothly. That's where transition phrases come in.
Phrases like, by the way, that reminds me, speaking of which, and out of curiosity.
For example, this coffee here is honestly amazing. By the way, I'm Olivia. Or that talk was great. Out of curiosity, what field are you in?
These little bridges connect small talk to a real introduction without any sudden awkward jump.
Power verbs. Let's upgrade your verbs too. Instead of I want to talk to people, try I want to initiate conversations confidently.
Instead of we talked about work, try we exchanged ideas about our projects.
Verbs like initiate, approach, exchange, and connect make your spoken English sound sharper and more intentional. Open-ended follow-up questions.
And remember, questions starting with what, how, or why keep a conversation alive because they can't be answered with just yes or no.
What do you enjoy most about your work? How did you end up in this city? Why did you choose this event over the others?
One open question can turn a 2-second exchange into a genuinely enjoyable 5-minute chat.
Vocabulary deep dive. Let's lock in 3 vocabulary items properly. First, the verb, approach. To move towards someone, often to start talking to them.
I try to approach new people with a relaxed, easy tone. She approached the group with a warm smile. Question, how do you usually approach a stranger at an event?
Answer, I approach them with a small, light comment about whatever's happening around us.
Next, the phrase strike up a conversation. To start talking with someone, usually informally.
It's surprisingly easy to strike up a conversation at a coffee shop. He struck up a conversation with the person next to him on the flight. Question, where's the easiest place for you to strike up a conversation?
Answer, honestly, in line somewhere, because everyone's already sharing the same small complaint.
Last one, the noun, rapport. A friendly, comfortable connection between two people.
A genuine compliment builds rapport almost instantly. They build strong rapport within just a few minutes of talking. Question, what's the fastest way to build rapport with a stranger?
Answer, showing real interest in something they clearly care about, like their work or their pet.
Short personal anecdotes.
One more powerful tool. A short 20-second personal story creates instant warmth once the conversation is started. Keep it light. For example, I actually tried surfing the first time last weekend and fell off almost immediately. Have you ever tried something totally new like that?
A tiny, honest detail like that invites the other person to share something of their own. And suddenly, it's a real conversation, not small talk.
Environment design for practice. Last practical tip. Set up small reminders in your daily environment so you actually practice this instead of just knowing the theory.
A sticky note on your mirror that says, say hello to one new person today. A note on your laptop that says, use one opener before lunch.
These tiny nudges turn an ordinary day into real speaking practice without needing a classroom at all.
Common mistakes recap.
Let's recap the mistakes to avoid. Mistake 1. Waiting for the other person to speak first every time.
Mistake 2, opening with something too heavy or too personal right away.
Mistake 3. Asking a plain yes or no question and getting stuck when the answer is just yes.
Mistake 4, trying to translate a long, formal sentence instead of just keeping it short and natural.
Avoid these 4, and honestly, you're already ahead of most learners.
Closing recap.
So, to bring it all together, notice the shared moment. Add an opinion before your question, keep your body language open and warm, and follow up with genuine curiosity.
You don't need perfect grammar or a clever line. You need one small sentence said with a smile.
Every single conversation you start, even a short one, is a real win for your spoken English.
If this helped you, hit subscribe because next week we're covering how to keep a conversation going once it's already started.
Go out there, pick one opener, and actually use it this week. We'll see you in the next one.